Good afternoon to each of you. Miss Pat bringing you another scripture for the day. It's coming from Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. When we tend to lean upon our own understanding, it's never going to bring us peace. Being in the presence of God brings us peace, but it's because of God's understanding. That's why it says, lean not on your own understanding. We are to acknowledge God, and he will make our paths straight. As humans, we tend to want to figure out everything. This gives us a sense of mastery over our lives. But as we journey through life daily, as soon as you think you've mastered one problem and you can relish in just the idea that you were able to master this, another problem pops up. And then it just throws you off because now you don't get the relief, you don't get to revel in the relief of mastering or solving the first problem. Now you have to start thinking again, and you have to figure out how you're going to solve the second problem. That's why we lean not on our own understanding, and we acknowledge him. So when you're searching for understanding or mastery of the new problem, seek God. He is the master. Lean not on your own understanding, but lean on him. Acknowledge God in all your ways, and he will make your paths straight. In God's presence, we have his peace as we look to him. As you do this, you gain a awareness of God's peace in your life. You can feel it as you are in his presence. So we have to look to God for guidance. Look to God because we know he understands all. Even the things we try to figure out and we don't understand or we can't comprehend, God already has it worked out. He knows and he understands everything. What he wants from us is don't try to figure it all out. Bring it to him. He will take care of the figuring it out because he already knows. So lean not on our own understanding. In all our ways, acknowledge him, and he will make our paths straight. Making our paths straight gives us clarity and direction in our lives. And we need clarity and direction because we are learning this from God, not from ourselves, because our understanding may not even be the right way. That's why we want to lean upon God. Acknowledge him. So give it to him, whatever decision you're trying to make. And let God guide you through it. Let him give you clarity on what's taking place or what's happening. God will do that. Trust in the Lord encourages complete reliance on God instead of relying on our insight. Standing on faith is a cornerstone of spiritual life. When we acknowledge him as believers, we are to recognize God's presence in every decision. And this acknowledgement is crucial for divine guidance. Making our paths straight, a promise of paths straight implies clarity and direction in life, which comes from following God's guidance. So we won't get off track or we won't go wrong if we follow God's guidance as we're supposed to, if we're obedient as we're following his guidance. If it's something you're not understanding, don't try to figure it out. What if you don't understand what God is trying to tell us? So you give it to God. And as you do, you're in the presence of God. We get to feel the peace of God. And he will give us clarity. He will give us direction in our lives. I hope this resonates with someone, I hope it just encourages you to continue to stay in your scriptures, read daily. That is so important, to read daily. And as you read, you grow stronger in your spiritual walk. Once again, this is Miss Pat. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Be blessed, and I love you with the love of God.